Welcome to this explainer. If you're constantly putting out fires, losing great staff, or just kind of drowning in the day-to-day operations, this deep dive is absolutely for you. Today, we're going to look at the foundation of agency leadership culture. We're going straight into the source material to uncover what actually makes an agency thrive. And, well, spoiler alert, the whole shebang starts right at the very top.
Okay, let's start with a pretty jarring coaching insight. Agencies don't fail because of lack of clients. They fail because of lack of leadership. Wow, that completely shatters the common myth that external factors like a bad economy or a totally dry pipeline are what destroy agencies. I mean, we naturally want to point the finger outward when growth stalls, right? But the harsh truth from our source material is that failure is almost always an inside job. If an agency is struggling, the root cause is for sure a lack of leadership.
Moving into Section 1, we're defining your agency culture. So the source makes a huge foundational claim here. Your specific leadership style is the primary determining factor of your overall agency culture. Culture isn't some magical atmosphere, and it's definitely not, kombucha on tap or casual Fridays. It's actually a mirror. Think about it. The energy you bring, how you handle a totally missed deadline, how you speak to your staff, all of that instantly filters down. Your leadership style is the exact blueprint that dictates how your team behaves.
There's this brilliantly simple, undeniable equation at play here. When you input discipline, clarity, and respect into your daily leadership, the natural output, a team of motivated and reliable caregivers. It really is that straightforward. You simply can't demand reliability if you're offering chaos, and you certainly can't expect motivation if you lead with disrespect. Get the inputs right, and the results inevitably follow.
All right, let's look at Section 2, 5 Steps to Leadership. So what does building this culture actually look like in practice? Well, the text outlines a complete 5-step framework. Number 1, lead by example. Number 2, communicate clearly. 3, reward excellence. 4, train initiative. And 5, hold accountable. This right here is the entire roadmap. And listen, skipping even one of these steps, that can totally compromise the sturdy foundation you're trying to build.
Let's dig into Step 1, the true bedrock, leading by example every single day. Look, you absolutely cannot expect discipline from your caregivers if you don't model it yourself, every day, without exception. Leadership isn't just a hat you put on for a 10 a.m. meeting. If you cut corners on a client brief, guess what? Your staff will cut corners on their deliverables. If you show up late, punctuality loses its value overnight. It's honestly fascinating, and maybe a little scary, how quickly a team adopts the lowest standards set by a leader. So to create a reliable team, you got to be the most reliable person in the room. Building on that reliability, Step 2 is communicating expectations clearly. Think about the sheer anxiety that comes from ambiguity in the workplace. It's a massive productivity killer. How can a caregiver perform at their absolute best if they have to constantly guess what you actually want? By communicating expectations clearly, you eliminate all that stress of the unknown. Seriously, spelling out exactly what success looks like is actually one of the highest forms of professional respect you can offer your team. Now, this next point, Step 3, is absolutely crucial. A strong culture isn't just about setting strict rules and waiting around for someone to break them. It's equally about catching people doing things right. Deliberately rewarding excellence and recognizing achievements totally fuels motivation. Think back to a time when your own hard work was publicly validated. That psychological boost is immense, right? It proves to your team that their effort doesn't just vanish into a void. It is seen, it's valued, and it's absolutely essential to the agency's success.
Moving to Step 4, train staff to take initiative within their role. This kind of empowerment is exactly where a good agency becomes a great one. You really don't want a team that just freezes the second a new problem pops up, waiting for you to dictate the solution. That creates a massive operational bottleneck. By actively training your staff to take initiative, you hand them a profound sense of ownership. This builds their confidence, and frankly, it frees up a ton of your time as a leader so you can actually focus on scaling the business. It's a total win-win.
Step 5 is the ultimate test of respect within your agency. You have to hold everyone accountable to the exact same standards. Total, universal accountability. You can't let a top-performing veteran slide on basic protocols while penalizing a new hire for the exact same thing. Humans have a finely tuned radar for unfairness, don't we? When the rules apply equally across the board, favoritism dies, resentment vanishes, and a truly unified culture takes hold.
And that brings us to Section 3, the ultimate responsibility. So, as we wrap up this explainer, we have to connect all this back to that devastating initial coaching insight about why agencies truly fail. Before you go auditing your client roster or blaming market conditions for your struggles, you've got to look inward at these 5 steps. Ask yourself honestly, are you holding yourself to the same standards you expect from your team? Are you genuinely putting in the discipline, the clarity, and the respect required? The blueprint is literally right here in front of us. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. I'll leave you with this one thought to chew on today. What single step will you take right now to upgrade your own leadership?